This is a way that we can fight global poverty.
You look at some of these people's eyes and you see hope.
What God has blessed and given us, we should be willing to share with others.
Any spiritual hope that they received was from their children coming to the project.
It's going to take all of us, but all of us together can make a difference.
One of the most powerful things is to see in their eyes the hope that they have for their children.
The hard thing is, as Americans, we want to immediately move this family out of this location.
Here we are in San Pedro Sula in Honduras with our first Willow Creek Association Compassion International Pastors Vision Trip. And it already has been quite moving. We've been able to visit a couple of the churches and see kind of firsthand the compassion projects, the ministry and the impact that it's having on the children's lives. It's beautiful holistic ministry, and it's all centered out of and flowing out of the local church that's right here.
Compassion takes our resources and hooks up with these families and connects them with a local church.
Over the next few years, you're going to be hearing more about the Compassion Willow Creek Association partnership. We just have a passion to serve the churches that are in all the regions that our ministry is growing into.
What I didn't realize with Compassion is that, like Willow Creek, they do believe that the local church is the hope of the world.
We can't be relevant to these church leaders if we are not talking about and being a part of the solution side to some of the biggest problems that they are facing. And our partnership with Compassion International is to get on the solution side of helping the developed world church to invest in the developing world church, to build partnerships, to get behind the most vulnerable in these communities, the children. And that's what these churches are doing.
We're not going to reinvent the wheel. We're going to see what it is that God's doing and support the people that God's already called there. And I think we found that in not just the WCA, but Compassion as well.
There is a way through this partnership with Compassion that you can make every member of your church a missionary. They can get involved in becoming a part of being Jesus to the least of these in some of the most impoverished areas around the world. I think it's incumbent upon us, the well-resourced church of North America, to partner with, to pray for, and to redistribute resources so that we can in fact be the church globally.
A lot of times as pastors, we challenge our congregation to be missionaries, to fight, to pursue love, to pursue righteousness, to pursue justice, and we don't give them a way that is plausible, the way that is reachable and attainable for them to do that. Here's one way that you can do it through Compassion International.
Pastors, if you guys are wanting to get involved in something where you're making a difference in another generation, Compassion is an awesome opportunity.
You know, I don't have enough words in my vocabulary to articulate the value of a senior pastor coming on one of these trips.
I would encourage every pastor, if you haven't stepped out of the pulpit of the walls of your church and been on a mission field, you haven't seen real ministry.
If you've never been to a third world country, you need to go. It'll change your life. You'll never be the same. Your congregation will never be the same.
Be part of the process of the overall body of Christ rather than just a small piece.
Please, if you'd like to come on a trip with us, we're going to be doing a couple of these trips every year. We want to make that possible. Just give us a call at the Willow Creek Association. We'd love to make it happen for you and your church.